Hull 2, Manchester United 0, bruv. And yo, bruv, listen. Restart the season, bro. You know them way there. Rage quit this thing. Restart, fam. What the fuck? Mate. You know what I'm saying? Bro, so jarring. What a horrible start to the season, man. Typical Man United fashion, bro. And I said before the game as well, I said this is the kind of game we go 1-0 down and then man I'm fucking, you get me? Man are fighting for their lives, trying to get back into the game and then man just get over the line. Today we didn't get over the line. And I'm livid, bro. Do you know what I mean? I'm actually livid because it's like, brother, man have all those attackers that everyone can talk about tactics and stuff like that, and I've said it like multiple times, like players don't get enough stick, yeah, in my opinion, when things don't go right. Do you know what I'm saying? Because when things go right and teams win games, players getting loads of praise for scoring goals, winning games and stuff, and then when teams don't win games, yeah, people like to look for the mistakes. They want to blame a goalkeeper. They want to blame a defender's positioning. But bro, attacking players get to hide so much in this game, bro, and it's actually infuriating because I don't know the possession stats or anything like that, but I know that United had so much of the ball, yeah, to not create clear-cut chances. You can't blame the defenders for that. We conceded 2 rubbish set-piece goals today. Cool, whatever. Like, that can happen. But to have, I don't know, it felt like we had high 60s possession. Maybe it wasn't that, but it felt like that. We had loads and not really create nothing clear cut to the point where I'm saying, right, the goalkeeper's keeping them in it. Because when you play against teams like this and you have this much of the ball, sometimes man could turn around and say, you know what, it wasn't our day. Their goalkeeper was man of the match. I don't remember their goalkeeper having nothing to do. He made like one decent save from Mbeumo in the first half, like a right-footed half volley thing that he kind of punched over. And then in the second half, he made one from Mbeumo as well. But in my mind, I can only remember like 2 or 3 saves man made in 96 minutes, bro. That's not flipping good enough. It's not good enough. People can talk about tactics. People can talk about all these things. Man had enough of the ball to be creating chances and to be decisive, bro. Man can't have like 200 million worth of attackers on the pitch, yeah, and you can't create no chances. Like everything ahead of man's double pivot was dead today, bro. Everything. A lot is gonna... Because Tielemans and Santos are the new signings, a lot of people are going to try and over-exaggerate and say, oh, they were struggling. And no, they weren't. Like Santos, his passing was brilliant today. He cleaned up a lot, made a lot of good interceptions. Yuri Tielemans was helping progress the ball. And the truth is, every time he played the ball into Bruno, into that little pocket, kept breaking down. Do you know what I mean? I know a lot of people ain't going to want to hear it because he's a fan favourite. But if we're going to play central progression football, we can't have Bruno in the 10. If we do, against teams that are more resolute, yeah, and sit back, bro, he's going to hinder us. Because he's just got an obsession with dropping deep and trying to get onto the ball. Because the truth being told, yeah, he can't play with his back to goal. When you fizz the ball into his feet, he can't play on the half turn. We saw in pre-season with Shea Lacey and Joshua Zirkzee in the 10, yeah, how you're supposed to receive the ball. Bruno can't do that. So he finds himself becoming deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and then trying to force forward passes. Or you play it into him and he dummies it or he flicks it without looking, bro. And he broke down many of our attacks like that. So people are going to look at Santos and Tielemans because they got taken off and say, yo, they were struggling. They weren't. The truth is they weren't struggling. But United were flipping toothless, bro. And Mbeumo, I've said a million times, even when he's scoring goals, he's a number 9 for me. I don't like him on the wing because he lacks the fundamentals, bro. His first touch is kind of shaky. He's not a 1v1 player. His crossing's not bad, but he does his best work when he's running onto chances, when he's making movements in behind. And we see him on the right today because Ahmad got a knock in training. Cunha through the middle, who looked off the pace in pre-season, to be honest, because he hasn't had a lot of game time. I think he's only had one full 90 minutes leading up. He didn't look sharp today. And also he was everywhere, right wing, left wing, whatever, like, and he's not really that kind of player. And then Dorgu, who's definitely better, yeah, in transition against, like I said, for me, he's man's Ji-Sung Park. He's man's utility guy. The guy that we get to do jobs on teams, like the bigger teams away from home, teams that are going to play against us, give us space. He helps us defensively and then he helps us get the ball up the pitch. He's not a player to play against no deep blocks with. He's not. And we saw that today. We saw that today. Every time we got the ball into his feet, yeah, in tight spaces, he don't thrive there, bro. And he ended up getting taken off at halftime for Rashford. And to be fair to Rashford doesn't look like a player that didn't have a pre-season. He kind of looks sharp. Do you know what I'm saying? A little sharp. Like his touches weren't too bad. He was trying to commit players, but you know what I'm saying? Like I can't really blame him for what man saw in the second half. I thought out of all the attackers on the pitch, he probably looked the most likely to maybe cause a bit of chaos in it. But the attackers weren't good enough. Like Bruno and them four, then Benji came on. He ain't even had a pre-season. So wasn't expecting nothing from Sesko. Nothing at all. And he wasn't able to get into the game, bro. Hull defended well. They had their back five, bro. Big physical guys sat deep. Like every cross that got put into the box, bro, their man just inhaled that. Light work. Do you know what I'm saying? It was men against boys in the first half. Physically dominated us, bro. All the duels, they won it. And they just looked like they wanted it more, bro. Like loads of possession for possession's sake. Some people said that it kind of reminded them of what we were doing under Van Gaal. Like I wouldn't go that far because I think that this team, I think there's more about it attacking wise, but today was a bad day, bro. Like I'm looking forward to seeing what Carrick says about like why he thought the game went the way it went, bro. You know what I mean? And no Xerxes off the bench today tells me that he's not going to be a Man United player at the end of the window because we had 5 substitutions to make. We didn't make any defensive substitute. Actually, we did. We brought in Dallo. 1 defensive substitution. So we had 4 substitutions to make, and Shea Lacey came on before Xerxes, which tells me he's probably leaving, innit? Which is sad, but it is what it is. But for me, the game was won and lost in attack today. Do you know what I'm saying? The set pieces thing, physically dominated. Do you know what I mean? I'm not looking at the set pieces and saying, you know what, they were poorly defended. I just think we got ragdolled, man. Sometimes you got to hold your hands up and just keep it a buck, bro. They were just physically dominated, man. In possession, they didn't really look like they were going to cause us any problems. Defensively, from open play, we looked fine. Do you know what I mean? People are going to see the 2-0 and say, oh, yeah, the defense. Nah, bro. Like, from open play defensively, I thought we looked fine. Like, the left side, yes, we need to improve, bro. Luke Shaw, attacking-wise, doesn't give us much. And defensive recovery is poor as well, bro. We seen that again today, bro. He always looks very, very reluctant in 50-50s. And then going backwards as well, bro. Man's always jogging. So, bro, like, it's the worst possible start man could have had. Do you know what I mean? But now you're going to get loads of reactionary takes. You're going to get, oh, Carrick's not the guy. And everyone's shit now. You know them ones. Like, this is what we're going to get. Do you know what I mean? I'm staying far, far, far away from that. We still need a left back. We still got Belabor, obviously, to come into the midfield and that. But we should be winning these games without all that. I said it before. Like, man don't need a new left back. Man don't need a Belabor to win against Hull, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Man defended the set pieces sloppily, weren't proactive and aggressive enough. And then on the ball, we were wasteful, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, let me see if I can even pull up the stats. Just so I can see the possession, bro. Like, let's see if I can even find it, bro, to put my mind at rest, bro. My mind at ease, bro. Because honestly, yeah, like it was terrible, bro. It was terrible. Let me see if I can find it. Stats. 1 second, bro. Fuck, man. That is jarring, bro. Can't even find it. Alright, cool. Here we are. Where are we? Possession, 72%. Brother, it's worse than I thought. You see what I'm saying? Man said high 60s. 72%. 20 shots. 6 on target, bro. No goals, blood. These man are taking a piss. This is what I'm trying to say. These man are taking a piss. This is why, in situations like this, you see when man concede goals, man want to blame the defense, but when man don't score, man don't want to blame the attack. It's fucking poor. What are we doing here? 72% of the ball, and you can't fashion good quality chances. I don't remember the goalkeeper scrambling. I don't remember the defense scrambling. You man are just having possession with no intent to supply, bro. None whatsoever, bro. So it's gonna be so easy now for man to turn around and be like, oh yeah, like the manager and that full-time job, it's a different pressure and all these other things. People are gonna start making up narratives. No, bro. None of that. None of that. Just straight up, yeah, poor. These attacking players need to pull their fucking finger out, bro. Man can't just be turning up at Old Trafford. Can't just be turning up at Old Trafford, getting your customary Old Trafford stat pad goal, bro. No. You see these games away from home, when man are under pressure, the crowd are against you, the other team's fighting for their lives. This is where you need to earn your money, bro. Our attackers are the guys on the big money at this club, bro. The Brunos, the Cunhas, the Bryans, the Sescos, the Rashfords, all the guys that are at the top of the earning thing, you are the man that are supposed to turn up in these games, bro. All you man that are in your high 180s and 200 grands a week, bro. These are the guys that are meant to turn up and win the game for you today. So it's all well and good, man can be talking about physicality and all these other things. You man get paid the big bucks because you're meant to have the quality. You're meant to be the difference makers. And you man didn't turn up today, bro. That's on them. That ain't on no one else.